Yo, what is up, guys? Sorry for the late upload. Life's been, busy again. It's how it goes, but we are making it a point to get on here this morning and to spread the good word for Jesus Christ. Today we're going to be out of Job. We're going to be breaking the series a little bit. Um, I feel like the Lord's really given me something here with this and wanted me to share it, and I haven't had the opportunity to share it in Sunday school or preaching it or something like that, so I'm going to put it on here because I don't want to just hold it back. But today we're going to be in John 14, and as many of you know, Jesus is sitting and talking with the disciples here, and he's foretelling of coming back for us. But here in John 14, let's start in verse 1. It says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again, and I will receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whither I go ye know, and the way ye know." So what Jesus is saying here, he's actually talking to Peter. He just told Peter how he's going to deny him, and then he's telling him, "Don't worry though. Um, let not your heart be troubled. In my Father's house there are many mansions," and he's going to come back. And what he's foretelling here is revelation when he comes back to gather up all the Christian people. And many of the Bible readers here know that revelation isn't going to be a pretty thing for many people. And so many people are scared of Revelation and what's going to happen in those end times, and if we're going to be pre-trib, mid-trib, in-trib, whatever, blah, 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 all these kinds of things, and what's going to be happening on that day. But what we need to be worried about is what's happening today. Because I'm here to tell you that the end times are coming. And they're going to come whether you want them to or not. Because Jesus already foretold it. He already told us that these end times are coming. So whether you want to believe it or not, one day you're going to die. One day you're not going to wake up in the morning. One day you're going to get into a fatal car accident and you're not going to live through it. And that's hard to say. Because we as humans, we don't, especially as younger people like us, we're invincible. We're the kings of the worlds. We're not going to have any of that kind of stuff happen to us. But I have a buddy who passed away just 3 years ago, a year after high school. He overdosed and passed away. And it broke our hearts because what do you mean he's gone? What do you mean he didn't get to live to 21 like I am? Whether we like to believe it or not, the end time is coming. Whether that's the biblical end times or whether that's your personal end time. Because I can guarantee you two things in your life. Either you're going to die or we're going to get raised up to meet Jesus. I just want you to ponder a rhetorical question here. If you knew that tomorrow Jesus was coming back to this earth and Revelation was going to begin, he was going to take us up to heaven with him, what would you do today to prepare yourself for tomorrow? Would you go out and sell your car and give more money to the church? Would you start praying more? Would you clean out your prayer closet that you haven't been using and sit there and just pray and pray and pray? Would you get in your Bible and start studying the Word? That way, when you go up, you can reference the verses of the Bible to praise Jesus as he's coming back. Would you go up to your lost friends and tell them about Jesus and tell them that you miss them and that you love them and you want to see them in church? Would you do all of these things? I got news for you. Tomorrow may be your end time. You may not make it to tomorrow. Today may be the last day for you to tell your friend that you love them. Today may be the last day where you can go and you can give money to the church to make it do better. Today may be the last day you can go teach those little kids at church what it means to be a Christian and show them what it means to be a Christian. Be a light unto those. Today may be the very last day that you yourself, can spread the gospel. And I know that's hard to hear. Like, what do you mean I could die any moment? Well, you can. That's just the truth. You can die at any time. And whatever you would be doing in those end times, as Jesus is coming back to you, and he's going to raise us up in the sky, whatever you think you would be doing to prepare for that, why aren't you doing it already? What's stopping you from doing those things? What is keeping you from worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth every single day you live this life? What is stopping you from giving your all to Jesus? Now I know there are some things where, oh, I would sell my car if the end times were coming, but I need my car to get to work. Maybe you should take that as a sign. If you would do it then, what's keeping you from it now? Is there something else you could do instead that maybe would keep you healthier? Maybe get a bike. Maybe do something like that. I don't know. Oh, I can't give that $20 to church because I need that to go eat Wingstop later. Well, you got 3 gallons of chicken breast in your freezer. Why aren't you cooking it instead of going to Wingstop? Give the $20 to the church. What are you doing? I'm speaking to the choir because I love Wingstop. But if you would do it when you knew Jesus was coming, why aren't you doing it now? If I knew Jesus was coming tomorrow, I would have woke up out of my bed this morning. I would have went straight to my Bible. I would have started reading, and I would have prayed. Instead, you know what I did? I woke up this morning, I rolled over, I grabbed my phone, I started doing this number. Started doing all this number. Scrolling TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, all the other social medias. I don't even know what's out there. But you start scrolling all these apps and checking your text messages, checking your emails, trying to see what the things of the world got to offer this morning. Uh-oh, now I'm in the cycle again. Here I am again. Next thing I know, bam, you're on a website you shouldn't be on. Now you know you're sinning. What are you doing? If Jesus was coming tomorrow, I would have rolled over, gotten my Bible, would have prayed. But instead, I sat there, watched TikToks about Michael Jackson for an hour. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, Bubbles the Monkey. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, Dirty Diana. Bam, 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 bam. That's not Christ. It was almost like I was worshiping somebody else, and I got convicted of it, and I threw my phone across my bed because I was scared. If Jesus was coming tomorrow, what would you do to glorify him? Who would you go and tell about Jesus? Who would you figure might be their last day, that this may be the chance that they need to talk about it? So many people out there in the world think, oh, I got so much time. Oh, I'm going to live to be 80 like my grandpa, and I'm going to be able to give my life to the Lord while I'm laying on my deathbed. But Lord, you don't need me just yet. You just hold on just a minute so I can go live in the world, and I'll give it all to you when I'm about to die. But what happens when you're driving down the road later today and you get T-boned by a semi-truck and you don't make it through? What happens then? I just wanted to give y'all something to think about this morning because your end times are coming. We don't know the day nor the hour in which it may be, whether that's Jesus coming back and raising us into the sky or whether your untimely demise comes to meet you. Sorry for a bit of the heavier thing today, but I just had to get that out because it was eating me alive. Remember, love Jesus, love others, and love yourself. Bye, guys.